Okay, we're looking at Brian Coon's 1969 Chevy pickup. I'm here in my buddy's backyard, so thanks to my buddy Johnny Boy, we're going to be getting this baby back in shape. It's pretty much your typical stuff, rust in the front fenders, doors, rocker panels, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to be showing you how to set up this whole entire front end and get it all nice and straight. Let's take a look and see what we got so far. See, our right front fender is obviously hammered. Now a lot of times I can fix things, but that's just too far for time and trouble, so we got a new fender here from Brothers. We'll be doing the inside and outside of the doors more than likely. We'll be taking care of the outer portion of the floor, the rocker panels, and the cab corner on this side. You can see that this rusted through pretty good right in here. But it looks like we're all right into this area. So our drip rails have got some rust in them, and hood's in decent shape. Here you can see a lot of rust down at the bottom and the floor. Right here we're looking pretty rusted through. And we've got this rain gutter right here that's just totally toasted. So, I'm just going to see how the truck kind of lines up before I even take anything apart. This gap right here is pretty wide. That's pretty typical. Depending on how fancy we're getting on this, we may or may not fix that right there. Down at the bottom, we're looking pretty good. It's a little bit skinny. And then right here on the fender, this is really too tight because obviously it's been smashed back in the past. This right here is lining up nice. This is halfway decent. This is halfway decent in here. So we're not just doing our rust repair, but we're also making sure that this lines up as tight as possible. So you can see that's kind of okay, kind of okay. You know, this is all too tight. It's all too tight in here. The bottom down here is pretty nice, but that's pretty tight too. This line's pretty good here. And the reason we got to do that is that if we have a car that is different fenders from here and different doors from there, we'll need to compensate for whatever problems we've got when we're doing our doors and stuff. So let's say, for instance, this gap here was too wide. When we do our door bottom here, we might bring it down some, or we might bring it up some if it's this skinny. But the first thing we're going to do on this is we're going to start taking it apart. Okay, I'm going to be keeping, or we're going to be getting rid of the old wiring harness. Of course, it's old and had it, but I'm going to keep the wiring harness intact as much as possible, so that when I'm rewiring it, if I have any questions or if I need to use any of these old clips or clamps, that I'll still have them. Okay, the weather stripping here, it just has some clips that point down. So basically all you do is you just gently pry it back and then pull it up. Okay, so the handles here just have this little clip that goes in the slot that you see here. And you just simply pull that baby out, and this will come off. Okay, there's a support that goes right back here for the window to slide up and down. I'll take that support and loosen it and just let it fall into the door. Then I'll take the pane and I'll slide it back. Now I'll go ahead and pull out our vent window. Now we'll undo the rest of the bolts that hold on to the window regulator, and then I'll be able to take the glass out. Here on the window channel, it's got a little gap right here and a little gap right here. You just simply line up the rollers, and then you can pull it right out of that. And this is your key lock. There is just this little clip right here that goes behind it. You simply pull the clip out, and this will pull right through the front of the door. Okay, so I got the truck all stripped out here, so now I'm going to start cutting off the old rocker panel here and some stuff. But before I do that, I'll get a tape measure and I'll measure up 12 inches, make a mark on here so that I have a good reference of where this goes and all. I'll do the same thing over here. And on the other side, I'm going to just gingerly cut off the mass of this. I obviously have to cut into here too, but I still want to just gingerly take this piece here off and over here so that I don't damage any of the material underneath. Okay, so we're all done for the day here. I've just started doing some preliminary cutting here. I'm obviously going to go a little bit further, but I'm just taking off a little bit at a time so I can see what's going on. I don't damage the other metal. I don't cut too much off, that kind of stuff. So not too bad for the first day. We've got everything stripped off the front.